I always assumed
I'm
the
currently
M is
recording,
separate from the
so
company.
I'm currently recording, so we can start whenever y'all ready.
Okay, I'm just going to send you the Polaris game back.
Okay.
Random mid.
So welcome everybody. We are currently doing the bullet tournament for Polychamps. It's a tournament where all matches are tiny, and are mirror matches. With 2 minutes per turn. Currently, we have Bakalol playing against Pomthom. And also, who's commentating for this?
I'm commentating. My name is Skrealder. I believe we also have SouthPenguinJay and Hitarth.
Yeah. Alright, looks like Pomthom at least got a ruin.
Bakalol's spawn is a pity actually. With only one animal, he will have to go organization instead of forestry line.
Yeah, that sort of sucks. Especially with that second city having 2 animals.
Oh yeah. I think he'll still go hunting and upgrade the second one, I guess. He should. That's
I'm having trouble loading Pomthom screen, so I'll just be watching
I'm
Bakalol's.
having problems with both right now.
Alright.
it's probably the number of watchers, I guess.
Yeah. Bakalol has some nice forests in his second city, which will help him with forestry, but it will take a while for that to gear up in his economy. Although it will provide a nice segue to Ice Archers if he chooses to go that route.
Yeah, ice archers.
Not sure how useful they'll be compared to riders and roads to try to go everywhere in the map, but they will definitely help him in controlling a small portion of it.
Oh, so Pomthom got stars from the ruin, right?
Oh, he did? I am not seeing.
I think so. Because now he's buying, he bought forestry.
Oh.
Made a warrior.
For him.
Yeah.
Or Pomthom's resources looking. Right now, Bakalol has a lot of forests in all his cities.
Yeah, exactly. I think Pomthom got the economy here. While
Well said.
as it is.
Yeah.
He definitely had that early game boost from the ruin.
Two warriors. Not so sure about that actually.
We're noticing Bakalol's cutting some economy to try to get more warriors out.
That's it. It is
I
a 3
think
city to 2 game currently. So as far as city count goes, Bakalol does have the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Long
exactly.
term, that will be in his favor. Although for teching right now, Pomthom is favored.
Yeah, Bakalol probably counting on getting forestry from Pomthom with an explorer next turn.
A great explorer from Pom. They're covered up
city of Bakalol and gave him some resources, which are always good.
Yeah, and that Mooney uncovering the fog will help Explorer more, going towards the south corner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Bakalol could definitely force a forward explorer.
There looks like there also will be another village at the only spot that Explorer didn't uncover, so I bet there will be a fight for that village.
Yeah, this is actually the most number of villages in the live stream I've seen.
True there. Well said.
Yeah.
No, wait, he didn't move his warrior to the west
What?
corner?
I think he was trying to see where his enemy would be before moving. All the
Yeah,
decision
but
since
I
it
think
lowered the
that
chance of finding him.
And the ruin.
I respect the flexibility though.
Yeah, same here. And the ruin also uncovered by Bakalol, which will probably provide something useful if not fishing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Bakalol has this because he has to defend.
Yeah, he definitely
And-
has the advantage that he can hold down with riders. If that ruin turned out to be like a Gami or something, that's huge.
Yeah, completely huge. This
the
ruin
only
will
thing
probably be game
Pomthom can
changing.
probably
But since Baka's
Pomthom
already.
needs to rush Agami.
Yeah, or go
Thumbs.
for like
One hope is like
the cities.
Gami Rush or Heavy Tech.
Yeah, completely true.
And actually, if Bakalol got forestry right now, he could have got a rider with movement for rider as well, and denied back Pomthom the city. Now he doesn't have movement.
Yeah, I think he's trying to take a more economic route to avoid overextending and trying to take all the cities. We'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
sure he realizes by now that now he just needs to defend.
Oh, and the roads purchase as well. Interesting. Looks like Pom will go a bit aggro this game with a roads purchase.
Also, with the
True.
roads purchase, he could avoid having to chop down all the forests.
He can definitely keep those for either long-term gain or to just rush him.
And the first kill is on the board. Now the game has started.
Part of why
He
why
guarantees
Bakalol
himself
didn't go for
the
Rider, I think, is he could have been scared of Pomthom trying to attack his city. So the warrior was a more difficult option that we saw the rider with the road.
yeah, and I mean the movement was blocked for the rider anyway, so that's why he didn't.
Mhm.
If Pom manages to control the game with the riders and get Bakalol to defend, this game could end up in his favor still, but right now it's still looking like Baka is on the better position.
I think
Definitely.
whoever has the middle city and the western one wins.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Pomthom definitely spent his ruin stars well to try to get riders with roads out to contest those. Right now he's closer to them. Bakalol is a bit more oriented to the east with his Mooney and Warrior. But depending on how he moves, he can contest it. If the ruin's Agami west.
And Bakalol probably knows there's a village there.
Yeah.
Where Pomthom retreated
Which is
his
total,
rider.
dang.
Pom is
That's
taking
it.
some time deciding what to do next.
I think one of the biggest problems Palm is currently at is that he's hit the pop limit. Well, he's hit the unit limit for his capital, which is the main city he's been using for the west side. So
Yeah, that is
that's
true. That can be a huge problem for him this game.
that's a very neglected factor, the max population for a city.
Let's see if he
And most
decides to
players
go.
don't really consider it until it's already a problem.
Yeah, well said, well said. He might even decide to go for Org to upgrade that city, but we will see in the following turns.
Is Bakalol about to chop everything? I think he's chopping everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
All these upgrades.
so almost everything.
Yeah. The front city, at least, which will open up rider movement both for him, but as a double-edged sword, it will get Pomthom. But at the same time, there's still that little ring of trees around the city, so he'll be able to move better than Pomthom.
Yeah, plus it doesn't really matter because Pomthom only needs to get to the city, so the trees around doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Is he going to chop the final one to get another rider?
Oh, we'll see. And apparently he doesn't. Let's move.
He's keeping it in his back pocket, I think, for something else.
Yeah, some economies
that's-
always needed. Like some
That's quite
extra stars for
interesting,
an
actually.
emergency or popping gami.
You know,
Because the
that ruin
sawmill
gave him
gives him border
mathematics.
growth.
If that ruin gave him mathematics with Org, a hut, and a sawmill, that's easily a Gami there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, Bakalol is just gonna get a road and kill that rider.
interestingly, Pomthom actually went to go search that corner and found Bakalaw's Mooney hiding there.
If he's definitely going to get another rider there to attack it. There's no reason why he wouldn't. Well, it looks like Pomthom's going to get the second ruin, although he may not invest that way and be at the unit cap. I wouldn't know. All I can see is Bakalol screen.
Yeah, same here. I can't view.
Course is huge.
I don't think anyone.
Yeah, he's gonna
Pomthom.
secure both western villages.
Yeah,
What did Pom get? Bakalol get from the ruin? I missed that.
10 stars.
Oh,
He got 10 stars. Now he's going to be able to not only take the village, but he'd be able to move his rider in a way to protect both. Though he's definitely getting the western one.
Exactly. This is definitely looking like a Bakalol victory.
Mm-hmm. Unless Pomthom
Interesting
can pull a rabbit
decision
out of
too.
his hat.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't look that promising for Pom, sadly.
Very sadly. Great start,
Interesting
but
decision.
Bakalol just was able to get up a lot of the cities on his small warriors.
And also, the unit limit really hurt Palm's ability to really contest that area once he overextended his rider.
Yeah, stars can only do so much if you have a few villages, but like without villages, there's no point.
Definitely. There's kind of like this sort of jump where if you have low stars, a lot of units works. Middle ground where nothing really happens, and then a high ground where if you have a lot of stars and low villages, you can on him at that weird place where he can produce a lot of units or produce good ones.
Is it only me that still can't view Pom's stream?
I can see Palm's.
I can't see it.
It might just be an issue on my end then.
Company will just have to be our palm
Yeah,
specialist.
exactly.
I can't see it either. So it's not just you.
If you can, if you set it up to watch both streams at the same time, that'll give enough time for bombs to load in.
Oh, how do I do that? Sorry, interrupting.
Press the eye icon next to the watching stream for whoever you're not watching currently.
Oh, I'm yeah.
I see
get
what you
that
mean.
now.
Basically, it loads it up so you can toggle between them.
But right now it looks as though Palm is trying to
Yeah,
set himself
thanks,
up.
Mcompany.
Yeah. Right now it looks like Palm is trying to set himself up so that he can at least fight over that middle one. But there's still no way that Palms have a way of getting that one in that corner.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And I expect to see some shops here from Bakalol because he has two forests that won't be that much used at his newest city. And he opts to not block with the rider. Instead, pushing his forward.
Probably hit that rider actually.
I think I agree with you on that.
Moving the rider over there, making sure he could take the ruin if Pomthom takes it back.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Besides, it actually doesn't matter as much at this point who gets that city, because as long as Bakalol can keep Bomb from getting it, it will be a 4-city to 2-city game, which is going to go more and more and more in Bakalol's favor.
He's at double the city count, so he doesn't necessarily need to capture it. He just needs to delay, as you said. And to the same extent, that ruin won't do much for Bakalol in the east, but it will definitely hurt Pomthom.
So, which direction did Pomthom go so that he didn't find any city? Did he like go
south the first turn,
northeast then north?
There was a ruin that he went for, and then his warrior went to the east, I think.
Oh yeah.
He had 2 units in a direction where there were very little cities. And Bakalol sent all of his units forward so he could take the center up.
And now the first game is done with a Bakalol victory.
Yeah. 5 cities and 2 ruins. Bakalol takes the cake.
He couldn't have made Game anyways. Because he had a lot of gold.
Yeah, that 1-star ruin really did a lot of good things for me.
Yeah.
And Bakalol comes back just to add insult to injury. Gets a Gami from the ruin.
Well, I refuse to see that with my own eyes. I prefer resigning before.
Probably a good choice, mate.
Yeah, I would not want to see that. And then he gets an explorer.
I don't know what I could have done.
Oh yeah, you had very little resources.
Yeah.
If he had navigation, he'd get the Eye of God right now.
Bakalol, can you take climbing for a second?
No, he's trying to get polar warfare so he can get the Eye of God.
You could have done forges actually here.
I think that would have been too slow.
Yeah, of course.
True.
But you seem to have to grab 2 cities really very quickly.
Yeah, I found
he
with
sent
my
his Mooney
warrior and Mooney. Yeah, and I found them immediately.
That'll teach me going
By the way-
ruin first, Ace Gray.
No, Pomthom, I swear it's better. There's just situational variance where you don't do it.
It was in the southern corner.
Tiny is not a good
Yeah.
Ruin southern
first,
corner or
ruin
western
first.
corner?
The idea of going ruin first is if you can also secure the village.
Yeah.
If going one means you can secure the other, but not the other way around.
Yeah. No, I think it was a mistake. Although I got 10 stars, which is
Yeah, I saw that. I was counting your score and I was like, oh damn.
Which direction was the ruin, guys?
It was backwards,
Southeast.
so it basically eliminated one of my units.
Oh yeah, never go for backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Ruins.
mistake.
warrior thing.
Okay,
I
so
had a backwards ruins in Wenger game, and I opened it on T9, I think.
yeah. Shall I host
Pomthom, a
Imperius
large
then?
leap for Ruin players.
Yeah, so
Yeah, go
start,
ahead.
right?
Good luck, lads.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Luck to you both.
Sadly, I think luck is not necessarily what I need here. Okay, drylands, tiny. Devon, bye.
Another room.
A ruin for Baka. Interesting. And ruins for both. They are very closely spawned, and the spawn seems
This is going to be a great game.
I can already tell that as well.
Went for T0 warrior.
And decent. Yeah. They both have decent warriors. They both have a ruin. They can both contest cities in the center. But based on their initial 5x5s, this looks like a pretty even game.
Oh, Pomthom went double warrior? Wow.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. I don't think that was the right play, but also I never think that's the right play. We'll see how it pans out.
What? I would have thought
I think he's must be overcorrecting after not getting a lot of cities last round and thinking, okay, I need to do everything I can do to get cities at the cost of economy.
True. Do we expect another warrior, or will he be saving the stars?
Well, I would like to make it one point is that one thing that Bakalol doesn't have that Pomthom does have is a mountain in the way of the exact direction that Palm would want to explore. So Pomthom's spawn isn't actually as good as Bakalol's for exploration.
We might see some spicy stuff with climbing this game. So that would be very interesting.
We could.
And
depending on what they tech trade and what they get from the runes, we may see mathematics in this game.
Yeah, rare with this new meta that mathematics get used very often in these 1v1s.
And interesting decision to go third warrior, because now he cannot get hunting plus forestry.
And even a fourth warrior.
I'm watching Bakalol.
A sea of units coming from the Pomthom side.
Bakalol has a small C, but
And an explorer will be gotten here, and he meets Pom and gives him some valuable resources.
Next to each other.
You find one, but not a close one.
This is really bad for Bakalol, I think. If you look at the city position.
I don't think it's that awful, but oh yeah, that's city. But if he finds another one quite close, this can still turn out an even game due to Pom's mountain disadvantage.
Yeah.
Even then, Pomthom can send units to attack that separated city quicker than Bakalol could reinforce. So it's just a question of will Pomthom scout it.
True. And with all these warrior Pom is getting, I expect that he will.
Okay, Pomthom's screen is off for mine now.
I can still view it. I'm not so sure about this play to view the Bakalol city instead of getting the ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think he should have gone for the ruin. Because right now he just has a random warrior that can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe thinking he doesn't want to have Bakalol contest the ruin.
Oh yeah, but that warrior is almost just like a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I think
at the same time, though, it forces Bakalol to keep a unit on the city.
Interesting thought.
And
now Bakalol is another part of the Pomthom army.
I guess, but one thing to consider is that Pomthom's once again a bit overextended, being at his unit limit, so can't really threaten much outside of keeping the warrior there. And Bakalow's going to have enough money to make another warrior anyways.
Exactly. Do we expect stars or a wall here? I expect stars, yeah.
Stars. I think he's going for a math play because he left just the right amount of forest to get a giant through that.
Oh,
two giants actually.
Yeah.
Smart.
He
Some
likes
giants here could really help out. Because Pom has gone full military right now. So we're going some eco with giants could help Bakalol a lot.
smash through him in mid game.
And now Pom's stream won't load for me.
I have it.
Perfect.
Person can see the stream, we're fine.
And maybe Pomthom had a forge again, but it's just too
And now
slow.
Pom is retreating back to the ruins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
The
that warrior
Pomthom can also kill that exploring warrior of Bakalol's, and that will probably make Baka stay at 2 cities for most of the game.
Yeah. And it looks like Pom is going to
But does he really?
The kill is coming. The game is starting to get spicy.
I think one of the questions Pom might be having is how he wants to go east, because there is ruins and a city there, but does he want to risk everything going there, or does he want to go all in on Bakalol?
Bakalol is just planning to get double giant actually.
I don't think he can go all in on Bakalol. It's a more defensive position, so to say, with higher level cities that are close together. I think Pomthom's thing is to try to expand so he can get up just enough units to kill whatever Bakalol gets.
Yeah. And riding was even bought. Interesting.
It's interesting that he went for riding instead of upgrading his capital.
Brutal.
A giant this turn, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Mathematics would have been better, but besides that, I don't think there was any option besides stars and math that would have been better than this.
Completely true. What did he get from the ruin? I was outside the stream.
He got 3
It was
population.
3 pop.
Ah, still good.
So now we have the first giant on the board.
Which will definitely help Bakalol. At least stay in the game.
And what did Pom get from the ruin? It seems to be
stars. Now, a real question would be, will he upgrade his capital? Because one of the biggest weaknesses of Pomthom's army right now is just that unit limit.
Yeah, he has 0 more available units. Either he sacrifices those warriors or goes for the upgrade. But instead he goes for roads.
What?
I guess he's just trying to upgrade his cities together and form a network for riders. His warriors will die in the next few turns.
Yeah, but I think his score counts giant already, so
Yeah, so he should have made countermeasures against the giants instead.
Yeah, agreed.
yeah, probably
archers and
early
upgrade.
archery. Yeah, archery would have been actually really good. I mean, look at the top city of Bakalol. Pomthom has 2 warriors.
Technically, Ryder Rhodes could be better than archery if he had every city.
No,
I think he's
but
going
like,
for every city based on his riders retreating back.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true.
If you can get
archery would have been the better play.
yeah, because against giants it helps. Now Bakalol will probably have to rush knights, I guess.
Might be anticipating catapults too.
Oh yeah, it's a good thought.
Yeah. What?
And if he may be gearing up for knights, thinking that Pomthom will spam too many units and he'll need something to clear the just cheap unit count.
And Bakalol is missing 1 population for a giant in the top city with a sawmill and monument.
Yeah.
That's a bit rough. Oh no, he actually not. My bad.
No worries.
Roads that you could connect.
Will we see a siege this turn?
No, I don't think we will.
Shouldn't he have actually made a giant next turn with mathematics? Not quite sure about riders.
Oh, actually, no. We might actually see a siege this turn.
Oh, interesting.
Needs roads, and then he can jump.
Yeah, but he cannot block. I think he should have blocked.
Well, any sort of blocking, unless he landed on the farm, would have had it instantly been killed by the giant. So it wouldn't make too much of a difference.
Agreed.
Bakalol's economy, and he's going to have to be playing makeup.
Interesting choice of what to kill. That seems almost like he made a misclick.
Yeah, he definitely did a wrong thing by not going for a giant this turn instead of riders.
You see screen.
Yeah, back a screen. It looked
Yeah.
like he was regretting that move a lot.
Oh no.
He hit the wrong warrior.
Maybe a
which
possible
did kill
computer
it, but-
freeze.
At least
And-
he will
and
get
the-
attack.
So
And
we're
the rider
probably gonna
can be
see.
killed, maybe, I think.
What we're probably gonna see is a counter siege after Palm captures the city. If Palm decides to capture it.
I think Palm will decide to capture it. But he needs that
Stars and
giant.
tech required to giant it.
Maths even bought. Interesting. He might get 2 warriors in both his cities because he will have to have all those units to suicide into that giant. Because right now I don't see any other way.
Yeah, I don't see him killing that giant.
Unless he miraculously gets something good with maths like he just bought. And I think he maybe should have saved the stars at least 1 more turn because I don't really see how maths are useful here right now.
Road connection, sawmill, and a monument would be enough to get a giant, but that means he needs a giant somewhere else first.
Interestingly, it does actually look kind of like an even or Palm favored battle. Now that Palm has all the cities except for Bakalol's capital, and all Bakalol really has is just a
In the
giant.
southern city. Yeah. If Bakalol captures this city and is able to get another giant, then I think it's definitely going to be in his favor because then he can just swing 2 giants by Pomthom's capital. But if Pomthom breaks him, I think it's game over for Bakalol.
Agreed, and both players seem to be sleeping on getting climbing, or at least Pom, because that might have been useful for him, but I'm not sure.
Don't think he knows that now. Every tribe but Zinzi, or every tribe but Venger has an 80% mine rate.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I mean, oh, can he get a double giant here? I'm not seeing his stream.
Is he going for?
If he shops every other cities, I think he
I can't
can.
see his stream, but I think he's going for it. I think he's going for a capital giant and a giant in the Bakalol second.
Definitely.
GG.
If he makes a double giant, Bakalol resigns
Yeah, he
this
can
turn.
get the double giant. He can.
Just one.
I think we're about to see Bakalol resign.
I regret
Yeah.
my previous statement that Muffs wasn't that good. It turned out to be really good here.
Yeah, you just need to pop one giant in a key city and it's over.
Yeah.
Two more chops, and here's the second chop, and there is the giant.
Yep. We should see Bakalol resigning any minute now.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
He even found Bakalol's capital. Is looking very over for him.
Well, he would have already known where Bakalol's capital was. It's just away now.
Unit is there at least.
Yeah. Now it goes to find a way in. Because while the game is technically over, it's not actually over. Well, while the game is kind of over,
he still needs to. Yeah. Thumb is definitely in a winning position, but Bakalol's hanging out around. Gonna get a second giant, probably going for knights.
Yeah.
Man. Bakalol had this win if he made a double giant that turn.
And here's the resign.
GG.
Yeah, he just wanted to show he could get another giant, then gave up.
Yeah.
An interesting game. Well played, you both.
GG.
They should have just left that city open in the front. I think then I could have had enough time to get the giant. The mistake just tilted me completely.
Bakalol, instead of riders, why didn't you save for math this turn and made two giants? Oh, and made a giant on that city next turn, even if it was gonna get sieged. You could have made a giant.
Yeah. I was just
like definitely.
I think you like didn't see that even with the rider you couldn't unsiege if he sieged.
Yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't be able to kill both the warrior and the warrior on the city. That was kind of what I was relying on, but
yeah.
So now we have our third game.
yeah, Quetzali Mirror, right?
Oh, Quetzal, an interesting tribe for the final.
So
the final.
Are we flipping again? Is it Bakalol? What are we doing?
Okay, let's. I already have a screenshot of a flip, so we can flip.
Okay.
One of you two pick heads or tails.
Well, I'm gonna stay with tails.
And
Quetzali can get quite unfair actually.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
Pomthom will be hosting in the Quetzali Mirror for grand finals. They're currently 1-1.
Okay. Good luck, Becca.
Let's go.
Good luck to you both.
Good luck,
good luck
both.
to you too.
Lightning best team.
Man, tosses go Pomthom's way like nice.
Yeah, that last game looked definitely in Bakalol's favor until the end, especially with that misclick.
True. And the game has started.
I think the
A good
biggest thing.
spot for Pop. Sadly for him, no ruin.
Oh shit.
But Bakalol has the edge in this game, which
oh shit.
Five animals spawn and a ruin, and he goes for the ruin first and a warrior, which is probably the best move.
Yeah.
Bakalol.
This might be unfair too.
It is
Yeah, I
looking
mean that's
unfair.
That's what I said. Kazali can get quite unfair. I think we should have done Ellie. Ellie is quite fair.
And Pom is
Well,
pushing in toward the center with both units. Soon we will get to find out what is in that ruin.
Three pop. Bakalol is gonna get a very quick giant.
Yeah.
yeah.
10 stars
Yeah.
as well.
If it's
Three
three
Double giant
stars,
actually.
then Bakalow's gonna have a really nice time. But if Bakalow doesn't get one of those two, it might not be
And
that much in
he
Bakalow's favor.
so
If
he
he gets
takes hunting, then opens the ruins, and if he gets forestry, that's also GG.
an organization looking to be the main tech here for Pomthom to upgrade all his free cities right now.
Yeah, that's never good.
But now it's looking like it might be a 2 cities to 3 game.
Yeah. And the ruin gives him a
Explorer.
Shit.
Explorer. Brutal.
He at
But he
least
And
does
gives
get
organization.
him
That's actually something.
but he gave him organization, which is completely useless for Bakalol right now.
Yeah,
doesn't
and
No, not
Bakalol
completely. It's
City
still
to
a
the
city.
mutated.
and now the ruins is went from looking like a really saving grace for
Wait.
Bakalor to looking like something that really hurt
Did
him.
Bakalol just buy?
Yeah, yes,
Bakalol just by riding when he can't make a rider?
He bought hunting.
No, he bought hunting. He bought
Oh, my bad. Yeah, he bought hunting.
hunting. But
I'd rather
if
not
he
give
bought
Pomthom
riding, he
the.
would.
It's looking like Pomthom will get an explorer here. And
This will be.
worked well
This
for
will
one,
be.
and even worked quite bad for the other. Both didn't have
Wait.
good luck with explorers.
This is looking like a
Oh.
very quick game. As currently Bakalo is now completely out of place to get any real villages, while Pomthom has 2 on top of his capital.
His only hope is a giant, and it's looking like that
giant
will be a
factory in the capital.
Double giant actually.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a bit slow getting that giant, since he didn't get anything from the ruins.
This game just turned to shit for
3 on turn
Bakalol in one
6.
turn actually.
I think it's fine though, because Bakalol will get the West City due to the mountain blockage.
He will, but it won't really help him because by the time Bakalo gets to West City, Pomthom will get the Middle West City, and would just be 4 cities to 2 like the first game.
Yeah. This will be again be giants versus multiple cities.
Yeah. And we will see what will have the edge.
Wait, won't it be 4-3?
Oh,
It's
it'll be
looking
4
like
to 3, yeah.
And another explorer.
Interesting choice.
I think Palm wanted
4
to
turns for
see that
giant
east corner.
Bakalol.
Yeah, the east corner is good because now he knows that Bakalol has like 0 cities. So that gives Pom some peace of mind.
And no jobs for Bakalol in the second city as well, which is
unlucky.
Very unfortunate. He's completely relying on giants in his central capital.
Yeah. I mean, anything other than an explorer would have been a GG for Bakalol.
Yeah.
But
and now we see one upgrade followed by another. Or more units, it depends. Yeah, an upgrade.
Pomthom could just do an early archery spam actually, since he has vision and knows Bakalol is gonna go double giant.
True.
Oh yeah.
Some range stuff will be very useful this game. Since it's defenders.
Yeah. And
2 shops.
He's counting pop right now.
And even a third shop, maybe? Yeah, a third shop it is. As I think it was Mcompany who previously said it's looking like it will be giants versus cities.
Yep. Although this time Bakalol will be able to get more giants quicker than he did last game, so maybe that will make it different. Plus, his giants will be closer to enemy cities, whereas last game he had to traverse the entire map.
Still have a ruin too.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That ruin might shift the tides completely, but we will see.
And I mean, Bakalol needs a double giant because Pomthom will definitely go a vault defender, and 2 giants can kill a vault defender.
Yeah, I think Pom is considering if he will shop or not shop. And what would you guys do in his situation? Would you guys shop or would you not shop?
Let me see.
I can't see his stream.
Right.
This looks interesting for Pom's POV.
It really does.
Does he have hunting? Oh, he has hunting.
It also looks quite interesting for Bakalol.
Pom's view in the playback.
Much vision does Pomthom have?
Pomthom
has all the vision.
Yeah, he can
see it on.
Pomthom can see pretty much everything.
Cannot see like 6-7 tiles.
He can see pretty much everything except for like the 9 tiles in the east corner.
Alright.
Yeah, that is true.
Might be a city there.
And that's pretty useless because that city is just bare.
I'm not sure if there's even a city in that corner.
Pomthom can win this easily. He can just get forestry and maths this turn.
Definitely. He wants math.
Yeah. Do double chop in Coco. He should do double chop in. No! What?
Did he blunder?
Not yet. He almost blundered.
If he cooks a warrior here, man, that would be a big blunder.
Well, I'm not sure he's gonna want to get mathematics. Well, maybe he might want to get mathematics before capturing the city, but I'm not sure how you'd want to do it.
Right now he's going for the maths. We will see if there will be any more shops, and I expect there to be 1 more shop or other 2.
Yeah, if he wants to upgrade that new city, he's gonna have 2 more shops.
Like we thought, it was 2 more shops.
Yeah, he can get a giant in the other city with monument, and on the capital without monument.
Like Bakalol's dreams of victory will be crushed.
Yeah, GG.
And is
Bakalol's getting mathematics and he has 2 more ruins. He has a city in the west that can get a pretty easy giant. Maybe behind, but he's not out of it yet, I don't think.
Yeah, he's not out of it yet, but it's slowly inching towards.
Yeah, I mean, since Pom has like full vision and I can see like with perfect play, I think Pom wins this. That's what I meant.
And his city or however it's pronounced is so far away from his other city, so we can't reinforce that if Pom goes for an attack on it.
Ruins needs to be stars, a giant, and or pop growth.
One thing interesting about this current game is that unlike a lot of the other games, there's no warriors really anywhere from either player.
Yeah.
I think they're
Oh
definitely apprehensive of defenders being on a city that they can't take back, so they don't want to spend more warriors to try to kill other warriors.
This turn, I expect to see some giants from Pom's side.
And if Bakalol gets a good rune result, we'll be seeing giants from his side too.
True, true.
We'll be seeing giants from both sides regardless, I think.
Exactly, it will be giants versus giants.
On 4 versus 3 cities, but the 4 are closer together.
Exactly. And I think that is something that's good for Pom. Having all cities close.
At the same time, Bakalol will have lower tech costs, so maybe he'll be able to leverage that.
Yeah, it is quite even. It is.
Good counter with archery or something. I don't know.
Oh, and it's
but
growth.
It might be bad for Bakalol in this situation because Pomthom can just put all his giants in the same place quickly.
Yeah.
Pom will also get a lot of shops here because he has so much.
One thing to consider is that even if the techs are cheaper for Bakalol, it's not. It won't exactly be easier for him to get them because he won't have as much money per city as Pom will have.
Yeah.
Definitely.
If Pom decides to shop a bit more, he can get another giant this turn easily.
Going for low burn, more giants.
For that.
What does he get? He gets a giant from the back ruin.
I don't really know what to say about that. It's both good and bad because it will take a lot of time to get into the battle.
Yeah. And with
but
this
it will
being,
force him.
And with this being a low military game, he really just is stuck with not many options other than maybe going for roads, which is going to still take a lot out of him.
Yeah, I struggle to see that giant getting to the battlefront in anything less than like 6 turns.
Same here, same here.
And 2 stars short for a double giant. Oh, he can.
Is he going to go for the giant in the eastern city, or is he going to?
No, he's going double.
He's going
giant.
go for a giant in his capital right now, and then he's going to go for a giant in his western city next turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like a
get one in the western city.
And a good giant push.
Oh shit, guys! Actually, he can just make a Kata next turn to snipe that city as well.
Yeah, both.
That's a very good point.
Very good point, Hitarth.
If he gets,
he can
just gets stars from the eastern ruin, that's 2 catapults.
Oh shit, dude! I mean, they are miles apart from riders or knights or anything. They barely have units. A Kata sniping that city would be the most painful.
Very good point, Hitarth. I'm slowly redacting my statement of it being over for Bakalol.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I mean,
he definitely
the
had
giant on the
easier
on the west city goes towards and towards the what's that southwestern city, and
that's it. Catapults can go both ways, and with the low units,
but
there is spaces for Bomb to get catapults next turn.
But he cannot get it on the top city.
Definitely, this is a pretty fitting even game for 1-1 grand finals.
Exactly. It's a good watch.
Oh shit.
And a giant in the east corner. That one might have the same problem as the giant in the top corner of just being too far away to do anything.
I hope
Definitely.
he moves the Kata. I hope he doesn't go for the giant instead of Kata.
I agree
Well,
with
he can't even use the Kata to attack this turn, so I think he should go for the giant in the west and catapults the turn after, so he has like 3 giants pressuring with a few catapults behind. Otherwise, he just has catapults sitting there.
And he seems to want to go.
No. Yeah. Because next turn he treats both giants and then he moves the Kata forward.
This forces Pom to prepare for a big battle of the city of Ixwas. And that also forces Pom to defend, and that warrior placement above Pom's most eastern city is quite good, because if Pom played carelessly with that giant, he could have punched his catapult that he would have wanted in that city. But Pom played that.
Did he just move his giant wrong?
No, he moved it correctly.
Yeah, he's keeping his giants to try to force Bakalol a little bit to the left and down, so he gets time to get catapults up. And so if Bakalol wants that city, he's going to have to dive in. So this is going to be a bit of a catapult war.
An epic catapult fight.
Yeah. Pomthom's looking like he's going for a giant on the western city. And even if not, that defender protects against riders from going for his like southern.
I think another thing is that
the southern cities.
About what might be in Bakalol's eastern city, given by Harry's happened earlier. He probably doesn't realize that that city is completely empty.
Yeah.
I would have actually moved the Kata forward, because now Pomthom can move his catapult forward.
That is true. That is true.
The defender can hit the Kata. Oh.
Oof.
Okay.
It rotates left and right for a push if it can't go to center.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I always
very confident play from Bakalol.
Yeah.
Very, very confidently. Well said, mates. And does he go for that warrior kill or not?
If he does, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just out of fear of like each city, but he probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. He has to set up a defensive line of catapults to protect from all those giants close to cities.
The question may then become who gets knights quicker to try to break the other catapult line.
Exactly.
If that's the way the game goes.
Knights wouldn't work here. The problem is that there's no real way to actually reach the catapults unless you got multiple. So
True. Both the giant zones of controls and the forests and mountains that block the movement.
Yeah.
Bakalol has so much into taking the one of Pom's cities here.
And it's not a very bad city advantage. It's 3-4, not too bad. So this could easily go quite long.
Exactly. If both players are scared to push, this game could go on for an eternity.
And did Pomthom make a Kata in the fog as well?
Does Pomthom have a third catapult?
He has 3 catapults.
Okay.
3 catapults.
Yeah, he can break a giant siege.
One rider trying to pull something sneaky off. And now Pom's giant just marched into the view of Bakalol giants just marched into the view of Pom's catapults.
Now Bakalol can't see Pom's third catapult, so we might see Bakalol run in, not knowing. But
exactly.
Yeah, Bakalol
Running
could
is
try to
fine.
steal
But he
it
probably
and then
won't.
break it.
But he probably won't, just as a safety measure.
Baka seems scared to push. He knows that his Pom's catapults can reach very far here. So if I was in his situation as well, I would probably be quite scared since this is a grand final.
Yeah, both people are trying to keep their catapults out of range of the other player's catapults.
Exactly.
And Pomthom could actually reach Bakalol's Scada with Rhodesman. Okay, he's gonna retreat. Interesting. Yeah,
I
he
love this
probably
game of
counted
giant
that.
and catapult chicken. Although if it goes on for long enough, it's just going to be Pomthom's greater economy versus Bakalol's 2 extra ruin giants.
Yeah. But if this goes on long enough, those extra giants really won't matter because no one's gonna move the giants in.
Yeah.
All it would be
They're only about
is
20 stars in value.
True.
Total, but if you don't use that value, there's nothing to be gained.
Right now,
Yeah,
the giants are more of a buffer, like a shield for the catapults.
This will definitely go knights, like multiple knights, where you just place like 5 knights to kill a giant and like that kind of maneuvering. About 10 turns later, at least.
They're definitely just going to need a sheer amount of knights to overpower, because I don't see them getting the catapult positioning without their own catapults getting endangered.
Yeah, this will soon be like giants zone of control, blocking like the whole line and catapults behind. Oh,
what it
he
is
went for
current.
Rose already.
Yeah, that's something I was about to mention. Is that something that currently was happening? Was that with all the catapults scaring away Bakalow's units, Bakalow was just opening himself up to making it easier for knights or riders to get in. So that is one advantage that Palm has right now with his cities being closer.
Yeah. Well said, mate. Well said.
Definitely.
And Bakalol's giants get punished for going in blind to a battle.
Indeed.
With those road connections, we're going to see a lot more mobility in Pomthom's defense.
Exactly.
Ooh. Yeah, he's hiding into the fog.
Ooh, interesting.
Not sure about that warrior, actually.
Looks like he's going for a long game to let his economic advantage overpower Bakalol's.
Exactly.
Yeah, Pomthom definitely realizes he has to defend.
Maybe as was previously discussed, we will see some knight action.
Yeah. Pomthom is probably...
But by the way, this is Pom. No idea how much time I'm taking. I don't know if I'm like over. So someone tell me if we're going over the limit. Right.
Sure, mate.
So if I'm Bakalol here, I prepare double siege with giants next turn. He can just make one more cat on the western city and advance his giant to kill his giant.
Struggle to see how that double siege would get anything, though. Pomthom can just like keep breaking it. I'm not sure Bakalol will want to engage in what is essentially just a blind testing of who has for a longer, more
Yeah, he cannot advance. Yeah. No.
Exactly.
He might be screwed. I think it's going to be over unless Pomthom makes a mistake.
Since both the very solid players, I doubt we will see a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Still, one
and
thing
Bakalol.
one thing that really gives Bakalol the disadvantage is that he's kind of stuck himself into a position where he can't really get better techs while Pomthom's is trying to slowly shift towards knights.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, Bakalol
has like
cannot
this
afford
concave
to
where
lose.
he's expected to crack it and shatter himself.
And I'm not sure why he's making more katas, because and those mountains actually shield Bakalol's katas quite nicely.
Exactly.
That one mountain.
Yeah, but now look at his catapults. They really don't threaten anything except for if Palm
Yeah.
left a unit on that forward city.
Yeah.
What is Pomthom stars per turn? Is it like 22?
23 actually. Very close. Will he hit the giant or the warrior?
Gonna retreat.
Bakalol's currently at 17.
What
Yeah.
well, both this turn and last turn, what I think Palm thinks is that Bakalol can actually see that city over there, which is why he keeps retreating instead of attacking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's a
He
bit
thinks there's a giant pump being
calculated,
threatened.
but one that can easily be done.
But as it currently
Since
stands, Bakalol won't be able to see until next turn with that warrior. So you might want to. So if Tom realizes that Bakalol can't actually see, you might want to actually just attack the warrior now, since Bakalol still isn't going for riders yet.
Exactly. While watching
Yeah.
Buckley stream here, I think he's trying to calculate a triple push here, pushing from 3 different fronts, because Pom's catapults can only protect a couple of cities at a time.
Definitely. And with all those giants, I think it looks like he'll be able to go for this.
Yeah, he will at
Yeah.
least one city, it seems like.
Well, let's see.
I
Two
think
catapults and a giant kill a giant, if I remember correctly. However, he's going to have a catapult die and more giants get hit. Unless he has more catapults than I think he does. I think Bakalol is going to be able to crack him right here.
Yeah, if this push fails, I think we all agree that this is over for Bakalol.
yeah, I think Pom had to keep
Sure, this
making
is his
catapults, man.
late game all in.
Yeah, this is the last ditch effort to win the grand final. And now Pom has many difficult decisions to make.
Actually, didn't Barker just save all his stars?
Yeah, this is currently looking like a really
Yeah,
good
but
all-in position for Bakalol because now since Palm has been spending all his last few turns very conservative, very afraid of Bakalol upgrading, not realizing that he wasn't going to. He's locked himself in with not as many units to really fight this.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if Bakalov gets rid of all of Palm's giants too, he can just night rush.
I would like to change an earlier statement. I said 2 catapults and a giant. Kill another giant. It's 2 giants and a catapult. My bad. Thank you, Arthur, for bringing that up.
An easy mistake.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
it's 4 catapults to kill a giant, or 3
Yeah,
catapults and a giant.
I think so as well.
So it looks like Bakalol with his 5 giants and sort of like convex 3 cities is going to have the just sort of firepower and extra stars from not spending anything to break Pomthom's little defensive 4-city cluster.
Exactly.
After long last, all those ruined giants are finally coming to the battlefield.
Well said, well said.
This is
Yeah, it took a while for them to mark from the corners of the map, but finally something is happening with them and they get their use in the fight.
That said, Pomthom does have a lot of really open areas to threaten the catapults if he wants to, which it looks like he's not going to
For sure. Very flexible position for him, despite his limited movement area.
But I don't think Pomthom realizes those positions, and because I don't think Pomthom realizes those positions and that he had more than enough stars to really do something with them.
Was about
And
to kill multiple catapults. Oh no, he has a knight. He has a knight.
And
we could
first knight will be huge.
Up soon. Stay tuned.
It might be huge, but it's also kind of a last ditch effort. So as long as Pomthom pretty much has, as long as Pomthom can pretty much, well, I mean, as long as Bakalol can get rid of the important stuff first, it doesn't matter how many catapults he loses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but at the same time, I think it will serve a great role to sort of stress Bakalol and make him paranoid about the opportunity.
Yeah.
Agreed with Skrealder.
Yeah, because it definitely looks like Bakalol isn't realizing that point, and instead trying to focus down all the catapults.
Bakalol is currently calculating how far the knight can actually go.
How to block with his giants. The siege won't stick, though.
Yeah. Or will it? How many catapults does Pom have again?
He has 2 giants next to it, a catapult, a knight, and 2 riders.
Oh, true, true.
Push on the sides and how much he wants to go all in for those. I think we'll see him shuffling around more, or he's just going to go for it. He can definitely push the... No, he can't move those catapults, but they can still threaten it.
Yeah.
I think you should move that to the southeast, but instead he moves it south, which offers a bit of a better knight chain.
Exactly.
He's going to go for the 40 giant, I think. Yeah. Weaken Pomthom's attacking power. Pomthom will barely be able to take this city back, I think.
Completely agreed. And
Then
chivalry.
he's going to disband. Get it. There's a knight on Bakalol's side.
Happening. And the knight. Some paranoia for both sides. Interesting.
I would just like to say that that little pentagon circle of the 5 arguably most useful units in the game for the Quetzalmir is just very nice to see.
Completely agree there.
Oh, I can speak again. Thank God.
Welcome back, mate.
Thank you, mate.
So now the question is, what does he want to do with each of his units? Because even with the unsiege, his giant's gonna die immediately, and then it's a choice of how do he send his knight. Kind of looks like his only good knight option is to just go to the west, but that's still 4 catapults on a giant, and then a re-siege.
For sure, he's definitely leveraging how to protect 2 cities with a giant mass that has a lot of options to it, but he won't have the time to calculate them all. So this is definitely a great test of bullet skills to figure out what he leans.
Very well said. And the city is safe for one more turn.
And then that's a knight chain.
Sadly for Pom, it's only 2 units.
One thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
one thing that seems somewhat interesting is I think Palm over attacked.
Yes, he definitely exhausted the HP of his units and also their future attacking power. But then they have the extra giant there.
Exactly.
Looks like Pomthom's going to be able to defend.
We will
But for
see how many
more
turns will be holding up.
Oh, shit. Guys,
What?
Pomthom lost. Pomthom lost.
Yeah, I can't.
Look at that. Look at that knight chain. Both the
Yeah.
giants hit
Ooh.
21 and 28 HP, and then the kata, the knight, and 2 giants get chained. And
Yeah,
Bakalol double sieges with 40 HP.
Yeah, that's
and
just
28
enough for a kill.
Ooh, that's not fun.
He's going to have
Oh,
more knights to reciprocate, but I don't
And
think it
it's
will be enough in the end.
On the brighter side, he gets the western city at least.
Guys,
But
it's
like,
his turn right now. He's getting error.
Remember,
Train a defender.
well, remember, Buckle does not have roads yet, so it will be a bit harder if the rider and the knight is in the way from the just due to those massive chains.
At the same time, he's going for it.
Sure looks like it.
Now, yeah, okay, now he can go for it.
oh man, shit.
And I expect we will see a resign very shortly. Or not very shortly.
Wait,
I don't know.
Still has a chance, but
Yeah, I'm not quite
He's going to go for the...
why didn't he siege
his...
with the 23 HP?
See, because
No, he needs to set the... He needs to train a defender in that western city or else...
Yeah, he's just
Pomthom
gonna
can't
do
take it. He can't step the... He has to step both the defender and train another.
well, it
Oh.
doesn't matter how he steps in there because
No, that
actually no.
that
What
was
he
a
needs to do is move his defender forwards and then step into and then make a new defender in the city, because otherwise the knight can just chain and with the giant,
That's
or
fair.
he needs to move the
Can't
giant.
he
He's
see?
just-
Ooh. For a road connect, either he's saving the killer monument to try to get it in the Ixwis, or he'll realize he can't pop a giant there. He'll road connect Jaix and then border expand for some 3 stars.
yeah.
What you might see is a city trade.
Yeah.
Or looks like it.
Comes down to the city trade, I think Bakalol's favored just because he has that positioning he's been trying to get all game. And then Pomthom's going to be in this very weird convex where Bakalol can attack all at once, but at the same time, Bakalol can better pressure Ixwis.
Oh, what?
What? He didn't go for the knight second?
Oh, shit.
That was a huge miscalculation.
Ooh.
Yeah, GG. GG.
Yeah, that was... Ooh.
Should I do it? No, no.
You have to let the giant get hurt so the knight can take it.
GG.
Yeah, that's it. GG.
Very well played.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Go
Very
back
well
to like
played.
20 that someone would make a mistake.
It all came down to the
See it, Palm,
defensive
but
play.
very well played.
I couldn't see that fucking
Well played, Bakalol. Congrats on the
city
victory.
in the GG, man.
I was so lucky on my runes. I had 2 giants from 3 runes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, what I think it was is you was a bit too afraid of that city you couldn't see, so you kept trying to
Yeah.
run away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was unlucky that I didn't unfug it. Actually, I don't think I lost in the Giants battle. I had lost the catapult battle. Especially when there was that round where I did
Well,
Giants
I think
when I
the
don't
sheer
really
number of
need
giants
them.
that Bakalol had helped him buffer the giants.
Yeah. But for example, he was I let him get a catapult in the West City. Whereas if instead of doing a giant that I didn't need that turn, I had made a catapult in my West City, then I eliminated his catapult ability in that West City, and that changes a lot of the dynamic because instead of having 3 fronts, I have just 1, and yeah, it's so I think that's where I started losing the battle is that I lost ground on the zone of controls.
Also,
Yeah, basically you couldn't make units on 2
For
cities,
sure.
man.
He had units everywhere, and you sort of let him get his foot in, and that was that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though you had 4 cities versus 3, you could only make units on 2, so that was 2 versus 3 actually.
Yeah, I could only make units on 2, and I didn't even know if I could make units on the other one without the threat of getting siege.
Yeah, that was the one thing I kept noticing is that you kept playing very afraid of that city when there was nothing on it.
Yeah.
And you kept
Except for that last moment where there was that the night.
Yeah. And
Bakalol's still playing the game to enjoy his slaughter.
another thing is a weird choice of because another thing was like you went for knights real early in Bakalol, and I think one thing that I noticed at least is you kept playing for like Bakalol has the knights, went away from the knights when Bakalol got them a lot later.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I wanted them early. It was actually pretty late in the game. It's just that I didn't really have any other option. I needed something to try and break, hoping that he makes a mistake, because I was losing ground. And yeah, almost survived, but no, I don't think.
I was really glad that you went for the knight in your capital instead of your eastern city, because that was the only city I didn't have vision on, so I was super worried that all of a sudden the knight would come out of that city and completely sweep me away.
Yeah, I
couldn't see Pomthom's perspective the entire time. I just saw Bakalol's. For a second, I thought he got a knight in both.
No. The main thing was that both of y'all was a little afraid of each other's eastern cities, but Bakalol's was a lot safer to actually do anything from since Palm didn't press her.
Anyway, overall, very well deserved.
Played really well too.
Well played by you both. It was a really fun game
Very
to watch.
entertaining to watch, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Agreed.
this was the most fighting game out of all the bullet tournament actually.
We should make more matches with Quetzali.
Agree, that was a fun tribe to watch and probably a fun tribe to play as well.
Not so fun to play though.
Mcompany before the game started that we thought the early defenders would really help set up a more economic late game.
Yeah,
These stand
yeah,
also
because
really hard.
with the defender, you're not afraid to go into the wild, so you can just move forward.
Yeah, you know you're gonna get
which
the
is
city.
which is a huge advantage for the guy hosting actually, because I just went straight for the middle, grabbed that city, because I knew that he couldn't kill me, and since I had the move on him, then that's definitely an advantage. Didn't help me win, but
Yeah. One thing that was being said earlier was that if Bakalol got something better from that first ruins, that would have been a much faster game.
Oh yeah, that
If he
Explorer
got
really
3
wasn't that
popular
useful.
stars from that would have been brutal.
Pom, you didn't see my spawn, right? You're the only one that doesn't know my spawn.
No, I did see it.
You did see it? The 8
It
forests.
was absolutely insane.
Yeah. I saw the 8 forests. Yeah. 8 forests, 5
forests, 5 animals, and a
5
ruin.
animals. Yeah. I mean, mine was not bad, but it wasn't that good.
I mean, it turned out to be not so insane when you don't really have that much access to other stuff besides that, and you also got 2 giants and catapults quick enough for me to not completely overwhelm you.
Yes, and even though your spawn was very strong, you didn't have any huts in common to leverage on sawmills, whereas I did. So it helped me catch up to that because I had plenty of huts that I used in multiple sawmills. But yeah. Anyway, good game.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, very great game by both of you, gentlemen.
Completely agree.
A great way to cap off this tournament.
Cool.
Okay.
Well,
I'll go.
Until next time, guys.
Yep. See ya.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Into the stream.